We're going to get this afternoon session started. We're fortunate to have Councilman David Tandy with us, who is the guy that gets blamed for the Economic Committee action with Metro Council, all right? But when he's not being blamed, he's actually a friend of ours and has our best interests at heart. If you all would you all welcome Councilman David Tandy.
Thank you. Well, thank you. Good afternoon. And for those of you who are not from the city of Louisville, we welcome you to the city of Louisville. You are just outside of the 4th Metro Council District, which is where I represent. Actually, wait a minute. Let me think. Actually, you're inside the 4th Metro Council District. I had to thought for a second because there's the line that's jogging around here. And we're actually going through the redistricting process right now. So we're glad, nonetheless, we're glad to have you here as well. I wish I could have been with you yesterday when we kicked off the entire conference. I was driving back from Washington, D.C. with my family. My wife and I, my wife is actually Congressman John Yarmouth's district director. And I believe he just spoke with you not too long ago, earlier today. But we have 3 kids, all under the age of 7, a 7-year-old girl, a 3-year-old little girl, and a 2-year-old little boy. And we drove to Washington, D.C. and to participate in the Easter egg roll. And so so all those, remembrances that you had of the family road trip and all of that, that we had to do our part to make sure our family had those experiences as well. And we're still standing, and we're still sane, and nobody maimed each other in the back seat. And but I did have a flashback to my mom and dad, and they said, "Don't make me come back here." Everybody has said that. Don't make me have to come back there. We had to say that a couple of times, and so. But we're glad to be here. And more importantly, we're glad that you're here. As the chairman of the Economic Development Committee, I see firsthand how for cities like ours all across the country, the question we always pose is, how do we make that turn in terms of our local economy? How do we get people back to work again? And while it's exciting for us to always announce those times where we have jobs being created, and it's the 200 or 300 jobs at a time being created, what we know to be true is it's those small business owners that create the vast majority of the jobs on a day-to-day basis. And it may not be sexy, it may not come with great fanfare, but we know that you as small business owners, and equally as importantly as former veterans, that you are the backbone of our country and what is going to help us turn this economy around. So what I would encourage you to do when you get able to go back to your respective communities is to not only take the information that you learned from this conference, but also sit down and talk with your economic development team there in your respective city and in your respective states. For example, here in Kentucky, most of the economic development tools that we have in order to create jobs, when we're talking about tax incentives, or we're talking about payroll tax amnesties that allow for you to then take that money and put it back into your business, those are functions or tools that are housed in our state capitol and with our state legislature. But nonetheless, from the local level, when you have local officials pushing up to the state level saying this is a program or this is a business that it merits having some of those incentives being put in place, you find that you're starting to create that synergy that's necessary to help your small business grow and go to the next level. So again, I just wanted to take this opportunity to welcome all of you here today. If there's certainly anything that we can do to help you, if you're in the future, if you live here in Louisville and you're in need of assistance, by all means, feel free to contact me, and I'll be more than happy to do whatever I can to help you, not only just here in Louisville, but for that matter on the state level and on the federal level as well. So if anybody has any questions for me, I'd be more than happy to answer them. If not, again, thank you so much for being here. We applaud the work that you're doing, and if there's anything, and again, we look and stand ready to assist you every step of the way as you continue to grow your respective businesses. Thank you.
Thank you.